If you've struggled to approach women or have confidence with women, you're definitely gonna want to watch this video. Even if you've never been good with women, I'm gonna show you a couple things that are gonna help you really just skyrocket your confidence with women. My name is Nakula Das, and I help men master their sexual energy so that you can become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom. Women these days are a paradox to most men, and it's really not your fault. The education system has done nothing to help you understand women. It did nothing for me either. And ultimately, we've left porn to educate us about women. While porn may be fun and may look hot, the reality of life and porn is very, very different. So this leaves us in a weird position, and most men nowadays, so don't feel like you're alone if this is you, struggle with bedroom anxiety, performance in the bedroom anxiety, as well as just overall anxiety of approaching real women. Of course, the age of technology, and right now we're living in a pandemic, so we're all forced to connect virtually. The challenge is that eventually you want to meet with your woman and you want to connect with her, and my guess is you want to have sex with her. So this requires you to, get outside of the technology world and Tinder and whatever else, and actually go talk and meet with women and be with them. So here's what's helped me the most with women and with my own wife. And that's the thing, if you're in a relationship, you should still be improving your knowledge with women, because I bet you there's tons you don't know. And the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And how much I didn't know, I couldn't believe when I started, discovering the psychology between men and women as presented in the Vedic literature, in the yoga texts. And then in more religious principles and circles, there's all these different concepts of women's psychology and men's psychology that's heavily misunderstood in Western and modern culture. Modern culture has put us as the same, and we've misunderstood what equal is and what different is. So men and women are equal at the level of the soul, but at the level of the biology and therefore the psychology, we are different, and we have big differences. To understand those differences gives you confidence with women, because then you'll know what's important to a woman, what actually turns a woman on, how she really wants to be approached, and you'll realize it's not like porn, right? There may be play in that, and depending on your woman and her own sexual habits and beliefs, then there may be that kind of fantasies and such may happen in the bedroom, and we know that's becoming more and more of a play in bedrooms. But what's becoming less of a play is also deeper, intimate relationship, and men actually being able to approach women the old school way, which is a huge turn on, because it shows confidence, it shows power within yourself. So understanding what attracts a woman is important. And women are biologically wired to be attracted to strong men who are within themselves controlled. So in the Vedic language, we say men should be sensitive and sense controlled. Sensitive means they're sensitive to the needs of their woman and to the people around them. They're sensitive to the community's needs, and they serve those needs. So men should be men of community, men of value, men of contribution. This is sensitive. Sense controlled means men should be self-mastered. We should be able to control our sexual urges and ejaculation. We should be able to retain our semen. And this is the ultimate control, because when we're in control of our body, we make good decisions. And good decisions means you're a good provider and you'll be a good protector. So that's your job as a man, is to make good decisions and not be swayed by the ever fluctuating desires and changes that the material world presents. Have a plan, stick to that plan, and help others while you grow your life as well. That's what it means to be a man. A woman is naturally attracted to that because a woman is going to find anybody who can provide. She's going to have her physical preferences too. It's not going to mean all women are attracted to you because of this. No, but there will be some women that are very attracted to you because of that, despite your bodily looks. I had a buddy in grade 9 tell me I had a really hot girlfriend, I will admit, in grade 9. All my girlfriends and wives, I only have one wife. She's sitting right there, so I keep looking there. All my wives are hot. And the point is that he comes up to me, this is grade 9, he says, Nick, you're an ugly dude. That's what he says to me. He says, you're an ugly dude. How you get such a hot girlfriend? And I said to him, I intuitively knew, I didn't obviously have the knowledge that I have today, but I intuitively knew, I said, it has nothing to do with the way you look. It's your confidence, right? You have to have confidence. And if you have confidence, then you can have a good time. And when you have a good time, then naturally a woman is attracted and turned on by that. So most guys, they approach women in an unconfident way because they're too much attached to the outcome of that woman. You actually don't want to be attached to the outcome of whether she's attracted to you or not. You want to just do you. What's your purpose? Your purpose in life isn't sex. Your purpose in life isn't to get laid. You have a deeper purpose, and that purpose is at a soul level. If you're just running around trying to chase girls, you don't have a clue who you are. You're just being controlled by your sexual desire. And your sex desire, look, let's be real honest, right? Your sex desire goes, yeah, she's good, I'll do, oh, yeah, oh, she's good, oh, her too. You see, women are much more selective in who they will choose for their sexual partners. So I've had guys say, can I attract any woman I want, on semen retention? I'm like, no, don't be an idiot, right? Like, the fact is there still has to be a physical attraction. But that physical attraction is not the same like us. We look at a woman very physically. A woman looks at you and tests you. She doesn't mean to test you, but that's her psychology. She's going to unconsciously test you to see if you are a good provider and protector. So she may challenge, sometimes you'll make, this is a good, smart decision. She may challenge that, because based upon her emotional need, right, she'll want to oh, but I want to do this or that. And so she may challenge that because that's her fluctuating energy. That's the feminine energy. And if you are solid, even though she may be pissed at you in that moment, she'll actually become more attracted to you because she knows that you can hold, you can actually provide and protect, right? But what happens right now is most guys, you're so thirsty for a woman and you so want them to like you, that you bend and you just say yes to everything and you don't have a direction. And then they begin to nag you because they want you to have a direction. They're dependent on you having a direction and being grounded. If not, they fluctuate, or they have to then step into the masculine energy and take over. And that's what's happened, right? Women are now much more in the masculine role, meaning they are more grounded and they are more better decision makers than men in most dynamics. But it is unfulfilling actually for them in a relationship sense. So they never really feel grounded. Hence you have a lot of powerful women who feel very alone because they're essentially in their masculine. We both have masculine and feminine and will fluctuate. And sometimes we need to express both or be in both. But overall, the dynamic of men, or the masculine energy, should generally be very grounded and very controlled. And that's why semen retention skyrockets your confidence with women. Because one, you no longer start chasing women, but you recognize that you are such a valuable asset in the world that it's just, you are desirable. You just know that you're desirable. How could you not be desirable? When you make good decisions and you know how to provide and you just know you're desirable, and you know there's a certain amount of women out there that, as they get to know you, they'll desire you. So your need for a woman's approval no longer is there because you now know that you are desirable. This shifts the whole game, and it actually makes you more desirable because you know who you are. You're grounded and you're not just, right? This is why, they say, oh, women like jerks or the bad boy. It's not, it's just that kind of, that's like the extreme alpha male that Hollywood and sort of has designed, right? Why that's attractive though is because the qualities of a provider and protector is there. All right. As you retain your semen, you become more sensitive to the subtle energies and therefore the subtle needs around you. And you become more sense controlled because you're controlling the very root of your motivation and desire, which is your sex energy. So biologically, you are wired to have sex. When you take that and control that and then begin to put it into higher purposes, you become fulfilled as a man because you recognize my job ain't just to chase women and have sex. My job is here to transform this globe, build a kingdom, whatever. I don't know what you're about, right? But you know, God has put something in your heart. He's put, and you're supposed to use your testicles to, to amplify that. But what we're doing is we've put our heart in our testicles and all we're doing is amplifying that, okay? So we have it backwards. Our energy is flowing downward rather than upward. And that's the redirection of a sexual alchemist, is someone who learns to flow and move their energy upward from the testicles up to the heart, up to the third eye or the brain to open up centers of intuition, which also give you more confidence just in general and will give you more confidence in women, with women, excuse me. I don't know, man, I went a lot deeper than I thought I would on this video and I hope you got value from it. It's kind of just where I wanted to share because it's the thing that's made the most difference. I could talk about whatever you want, pickup lines, and all that shit's bullshit. I wouldn't get involved with any of that stuff. I'd stay away from those dudes. They're like over-masculated, you know, men, right? Which is actually kind of a beta quality, right? Like, you know, in that sense, because you have to prove something in that way. The reality is men of real spiritual knowledge and value understand that our life is not about sex. Our life is about service to the community as a whole. And that's where we find our true and deepest fulfillment. And it just so happens that we become more attractive and have more sexual or experiences or opportunities because of it. All right. I created a free ejaculation control guide. The link is in the comments below. There's a 10-minute routine that I want you to do over the next 7 days. And over the next 7 days, if you do this 10-minute routine, you will notice a tangible difference in your ability to control not just your sex energy, but your overall mind and focus in your life, which is going to give you an incredible advantage. Anything you want, the key to it is discipline and focus. I'll see you in the next video.